Smash the topic breaking news.
You want to keep it on this?
Oh, shit.
Chill, you want to play? Huh? This what we're going to do? This what we're going to do? Respect, man. Never try to play me, boy. Don't you ever try to play me.
Listen, I was born in 1981. This is 2023. And let me tell you something about the 90s when I went to school. When I went to school, guess what? If you disrespected a teacher, them teachers would lock you in a room, especially the coaches. The coaches sure would lock you in a room. And if the coaches couldn't touch you, what they would do is one of the baddest people that they know they can fight, they would go get somebody that can fight, lock you in a room, or lock you in the field house and say, hey, this kid right here is being disrespectful. Yeah, handle your business. Yeah, if you so bad, yeah, we're going to see how bad you are. Yeah, the coaches back in that day, you couldn't be soft. You couldn't wear your feelings on your shoulders. Yeah, the teachers back in that day, you couldn't wear your feelings on your shoulders because you put yourself in an adult space, then you're going to get approached and dealt with like an adult. But these kids these days, and with the way the system is, guess what? Kids can curse you out, they can disrespect you, they can get in your face, they can almost hit you, almost physically assault you. And as a teacher, because I was in education for 11 years, your hands are tied. You cannot do absolutely anything. Now, this man right here did not choke this kid. I know, shout out to Smash the Topic. They put the video up. But listen, the optics look crazy. The man had him like this. Any man that's physically strong and any man that knows how to apprehend somebody, we will grab you and hold you by your collar. He had the young man by his collar. He was not choking the young man. He did not have his... Now, you say, hey, why did you fall? Listen, I actually had a conversation with the brother. Yeah, I actually talked to this man in the video. And I'm going to see if I can get an interview with him. And so he can tell his side, because the video does not tell you everything and how everything transpired. But what happened was the young man fainted once the man got in his space. Yeah, let me say it one more time. Yeah, the young man just fainted and passed out once the man got in his face. So you got a lot of young kids out here that think they big, bag, and tough. But once you approach them, you know, their energy get real different. So for whatever reason, this young man was putting himself in that position, but he didn't want none of that smoke. He know he couldn't handle that brother. And that brother and any of those staff members know that kid has been very disrespectful to multiple people on that campus, kids and staff, and the man was just doing his job. First of all, the kid was in a space inside of the school that he was not supposed to be in, and the man was just doing his job, okay? Yeah, the man sat there and got cussed out. The man sat there and continued to get disrespected. After teacher, he seen the young man disrespecting other staff members and people high in administration on that specific campus. Yeah, because I got the story. But I'm going to let the man tell his story, okay? So I'm going to see if I can get an interview with him so we can get the truth out, because we need more teachers like this. Y'all might disagree. If y'all want to call to your kids, especially a lot of you women, y'all want to call to your kids. That's why they end up being super emotional and end up in the state that they are, because you don't want to let a man do his job and deal with these children these days. And that is a fact. When I was in education, it was night and day between the kids that had their fathers and the kids that didn't have their fathers. Because 9 times out of 10, most of the time when I had kids that were disruptive and very disrespectful, there was no father in the picture. When I had fathers that were active coming to the school, coming to PTA meets, coming and checking on grades and coming up to the school, you never seen them kids getting in trouble. One thing about my son, listen, they would tell you, if my son well, first of all, he's not going to get in trouble. But if there's an issue with my son and they got to redirect him, the only thing they got to say, I'm going to call your dad. They won't have no more smoke, no more problems. Listen, let men be men. Let men address men the way they need to be dealt with, especially if you want to call yourself or approach a buck like you're a man. Guess what? I'm going to do the same thing. I remember I had this kid. I'm going to give you this last story. I had this kid, very belligerent, very disrespectful. Third day of school, he did me like this. He posted up on me. Okay. I'm like, what in the world is this? I'm not used to kids being disrespectful from where I'm from because I was raised a certain type of way. Long story short, me and that kid, after our first encounter, kid was bad, always getting in trouble. Me and him built a bond, built a relationship after that first encounter. So it got to the point where all the bad kids in the school want to come to Mr. Curry. Anytime a kid get into trouble, they want to go Mr. Curry because they know I know how to deal with the children. The other teacher will send all the kids that were being disruptive and bad to me because I just knew how to deal with our kids or whatever. Long story short, I used to tell the young man, hey, you need to be more respectful. Get your life together. He would be disrespectful to everybody on the campus except me. Listen, young kid left me. A few years later, kid ended up getting killed. Not saying that the young kid deserved it, but I seen it a mile away. And y'all want and y'all want to have these kids being disrespectful, just causing trouble all the time. Listen, if you keep campaigning, you're gonna get elected. If you keep campaigning, if you keep doing wrong, if you keep being disrespectful, and you live a lifestyle like that, something is going to eventually happen to you. And what this brother and what a lot of men in education, what they try to do is try to redirect these kids and try to get a hold to them before something detrimental or before something drastic happens to them. And I know a lot of you ladies don't understand it, but I'm just telling you the truth. I was in education for 11 years, and I've seen it all. I've had to have situations like this. Go get CPI certified just so I can restrain children and stuff like that. Y'all don't understand what these folk deal with. So if you've never been an educator, you've never been a teacher, listen, tread lightly because you don't know what they deal with. Because I promise you, it's easy talking from the sidelines, but get in the game. I'm out.